Howdy us back at it again with another video. And this afternoon we have some breaking news on some information on the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th Democratic debates, all happening in January and February of 2020. Let's just jump right into the news. We have a tweet here by Zach Montellaro tweeting out, "New, the DNC announces 4 new debates. The qualification thresholds are coming at a later date." So we do not have information on what it'll take for these 2020 Democratic candidates to make it to these debates, including our boy Andrew Yang. We do have information on when it's happening. So we have these four dates right here. Of course, each one is a 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th debate. So first up we have January 14. CNN, in partnership with the Des Moines Register, will host a 7th debate at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa. Probably not saying Des Moines right, but that's the 6th debate. That is happening. No, that's the 7th debate, and it's happening right before, or about 2 weeks before, the Iowa caucus. And then we have February 7th. ABC will be hosting the debate in partnership with WMUR-TV and Apple News. Interesting, Apple News. They will host the 8th Democratic debate at St. Anselm College in Manchester, New Hampshire. Then we have the 9th debate on February 19th. Right after New Hampshire, I believe, but right before Nevada. NBC News and MSNBC will be hosting the 9th Democratic debate in Las Vegas, Nevada, in partnership with the Nevada Independent. And then finally, we have the 10th debate, but there's still 2 more after that. But we do have information up to the 10th debate. That's February 25th, right before the South Carolina primaries. It will be hosted by CBS News and the Congressional Black Caucus Institute. Of course, they will be co-hosting the 10th Democratic debate at the Gaillard Center in Charleston, South Carolina. Twitter will be a debate partner. That's really interesting. So yeah, this is breaking news from Zach Montellaro. And let's head into the article for a bit more information. This tidbit right here is very important. If the House votes to impeach President Trump and the Senate trial keeps the Senate Democrats in Washington for the January debate, alternate arrangements have been prepared by the DNC and CNN, the sponsor of that debate. So that's it's good to have a backup, because it seems as though the Senate hearings might just be in January and it might conflict with the debate. Of course, specific dates haven't been set, but it's good that they have an alternative as long as it is before the Iowa caucus. And yeah, important to note that February is absolutely stacked with debates, with a total of 3 of them in 1 month. The DNC notes that there were 4 debates in January 2008, which is the equivalent period to February 2020, since the Iowa caucuses took place on January 3rd, 2008. Oh, that's interesting. And a 5th debate took place on February 2nd. So yeah, those are 4 debates. The debates will air live on television and will be able to be live streamed on digital and social media platforms. So just like every other debate. But yeah, that's crazy that all the way up to the 10th debate has been announced so far. And I guess it makes sense that they want this to happen, like the majority of the debates to happen before Super Tuesday, because Super Tuesday is going to make or break a lot of campaigns in the process. And my best estimate is by the time February 25th rolls around, the DNC will probably won't want like a dozen candidates anymore. They'll probably want to size it down to like under 5 candidates, to be honest. Probably even before that. So the qualifications could get nasty really fast. I mean, my predictions for the January qualifications for the debate is probably like 300,000 donors. I'm just shooting in the dark here, but it's probably like 300 to 400,000 donors, and maybe a 5 or even 6% threshold. Of course, this is just me speculating. Do not take what I say as facts, but it's certain that the DNC are gonna want to size down the competition, especially now that it's down to 7. They're probably going to be down, probably going to be looking to size it down even more. And then, of course, at the bottom it says qualification criteria, format, and moderators will be announced at a future date. But yeah, like I said, this is all breaking news, all announced within the last half hour. And yeah, I knew I had to make a video on it as soon as possible, because this is, we were kind of in the dark on what was going to happen after the January debates. There was speculation over just how many debates there was going to be before the big Super Tuesday. Of course, everyone knows there's going to be like, I believe 19 or 18 states all voting on that same day, on that fateful day. I believe March 3rd is Super Tuesday. And yeah, that's if a lot of campaigns aren't destroyed by then, Super Tuesday will definitely be the very final nail in the coffin for a lot of these campaigns. And of course, we are hoping for our boy Andrew Yang to make it to Super Tuesday, hopefully with a huge wave of momentum carrying him from the early primary states, those including, of course, Iowa, well actually that's a caucus, Nevada, South Carolina, and New Hampshire. I think that was out of order, my bad. Quickly, one more thing I wanted to do was look at realclearpolitics.com and just see where current standings are. We have Biden at almost 29%. I think that's completely over exaggerating his actual support, but that's just me. Sanders at about 18%, Warren at 15%, Buttigieg at 9%, Bloomberg at 5.5%. We can see that heavy, in-person grassroots really shining through. Just kidding. He spent over $100 million on ads. This is facts. I actually made a video about it just last night if you want to watch that. Harris at 3.5%. For some reason, they still have Harris up. I think when Beto O'Rourke dropped, they took his name off of this national chart almost immediately. So I have no idea why they still have Harris. I guess once those two last polls go, she'll finally leave, and they'll finally put Yang at 6th place, like, where he kind of deserves to be right now. And of course, leading into Yang, he's at 3.2% nationally. But I want to point out that nationally won't really matter until it comes to Super Tuesday. What we're really going to have to focus on is just increasing our support in Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and of course South Carolina. So for example, Buttigieg is nowhere near, the top 2, top 3 right now. But if he wins Iowa, New Hampshire, which, unfortunately due to how, how the populations of Iowa and New Hampshire are, it might seem likely. But of course, everything's still up in the air right now. So what I'm saying is that national polling won't really matter that much until we get closer and closer to Super Tuesday. Let's see what happens after the first 4 early states, like where Yang will be in terms of support. And we have Klobuchar at 2.5%, someone who I don't think will be surviving all the way to Super Tuesday. And I think she'll be limping to Iowa, if I'm being honest. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think she's gonna, unless the media do some explosive coverage on her, I don't think we will be seeing her for too much longer. And then Booker is most likely out since he did not qualify for the January debates. Tom Steyer, if he pushes even more money into TV ads and digital ads, we might just see him stick around for a bit longer. But of course, he is a billionaire, so he can kind of bend the rules as he wishes. Tulsi Gabbard, I think it is the end of the road, because tomorrow is the last chance to qualify for the December debates. And yeah, she said she won't go to it anyways if she does even qualify for it. And in Castro, it's a done deal. And every candidate not on this chart that I didn't mention is dead in the water pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I've been Detective Lewis. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching this in a day, I hope you have a good day. And if you're watching this tonight, I hope you have a good night. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Peace.